guys are too kind. Welcome. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Master G. This is my channel, Retro Gaming Adventures with Master G, and this is my show, the NES Happy Hour with Master G, our first ever original programming here on the channel. You're probably wondering who Fitz is. Fitz is my dog. He's my loyal canine companion. We usually play Nintendo games after a long, hard day at the office. Unfortunately, he's in a grumpy mood today. I went downstairs, and he is just enthralled watching Game of Thrones on the couch. Do we have any Game of Thrones fans out there? Well, my little dog, my little Boston Terrier Fitzgerald, is just, he does not want to leave the TV. Something about that show, I think the sounds, it's very interesting, but he might make an appearance later. He's not with us today. It's good to see our live viewers in the chat. Good to see you, Adrian. Thanks for coming back. Yesterday's show, as you may well be aware, was a little bit of a bumpy one. We had some connections issues. I swear, every season there's always at least one episode where we have all the technical difficulties. So hopefully we got it out of the way yesterday when we played Rampage, because that game wasn't very good anyway. And I hope we don't experience the same problems today, because I'm looking forward to a relaxing game of bowling here on the show. That's right, the game we're featuring on today's episode of the NES Happy Hour is called Championship Bowling. I guess you could call it our sports game for the week. A lot of sports games, we got to play some of those, but maybe it's a game, maybe it's a sport. I don't know. You guys can argue about it in the chat. That's the game we're going to be playing today. If you've never joined us for a completely live, unedited, unscripted episode of the NES Happy Hour, welcome. We are in season 6. We have over 100 of these episodes, and the NES Happy Hour, it's more than just the retro games we all know and love. We do plan to play every single game from the original NES library one day on the show. We're only about 100 games in, but we have a ways to go. A couple more years of programming for you. We play original cartridges from my own collection on original hardware. You know, the real thing. No emulation here on the NES Happy Hour. And we make it a little bit more than that, too. We designed some pretty fantastic cocktail recipes, completely original cocktail recipes. We give them good names. They pair well with the game we feature on the show. Today's no exception. Then we dive into the manual. We take a look at these game manuals. I also collect the original game manuals, so that's kind of fun to see. I don't think the manual is going to tell us too much. It is bowling, but sometimes, you find out neat little tips and tricks when you have the original manuals for these games. We'll play a little bowling, see if we can get 10 frames down, see how we stack up against the competition, see what sort of high bowling scores we can get on the NES, and then we close every episode with a really fun bar trivia challenge. And that's one of our favorite segments on the show, so stick around to the end, because if you're watching live, you actually get to participate. I'll ask you 5 bar trivia questions to go with our happy hour theme, and they'll all be multiple choice, A, B, C, or D. We'll put the chat live up on the feed there, and you can shout out your answers if you tune in live. A, B, C, D. See if you can go 5 for 5. Adrian, I heard you went 5 for 5 yesterday. I couldn't verify because we lost our chat halfway through, and then we got disconnected, and it was just a mess. But we did put the video up after the fact. We put the backup up there, and a lot of people watched it. A lot of people liked it. So congrats on that. And for those of you tuning in for the first time, I hope you stick around to the very end. I hope you become a subscriber and support the show, because we have a lot of fun here with the NES Happy Hour. We got a great group of fans tuning in live for each episode. And, it's part of history here. These shows, they're going to be up on YouTube for 100 years. Our future generations will consult the NES Happy Hour to learn what video games were like back in the 80s and 90s. Championship Bowling is a ROMstar game, and a game that actually featured 4 players. You could get an NES adapter, plug in 4 controllers. There weren't very many of those games. That was a novel concept. Very few games had that ability, but you can actually do 4-player mode and play with all your friends and family. Unfortunately, it's just going to be me today going for a high score, so you'll all have to deal with that as you normally would. And I'll read the box to you. Championship Bowling. It's Friday night. You're in a 4-player competition bowling game. The finest bowling game ever made. Championship Bowling. Use your standard NES controller, pick your favorite alley, your bowling alley, select your character, a real person, no stick figures, real sprites. Choose your ball and bowl. Adjust your angle and power, then let that ball roll right down the alley. Crash, a strike. Now play to win. Now you know why we can say that Championship Bowling is the ultimate bowling simulation. This game came out in '89. Pretty good graphics there on the box. I'm sure you see it up on the screen here. That's the game we're going to feature today. But before we get into the gameplay, we need to go through our cocktail recipes. These are a bit of a puzzler. Our very own resident mysterious mixologist, fan of the show, Parapluie626 in the chat, also a G Club member, comes up with these recipes. This is our alcoholic cocktail recipe for today's show. We call it the King Henry VIII. Why? I'll get to that in just a moment. King Henry VIII was a huge fan of bowling. You might remember this king. He's a crazy one. There've been a whole bunch of movies and shows made about Henry VIII. Believe it or not, history tells us that Henry loved bowling. He was bowling's #1 fan back in the 1500s. And this was actually one of his favorite drinks, as I understand it, from various research and information fed to me by our mysterious mixologist. It starts with a little bit of brandy to make that glass of wine extra stiff. You serve it all over frozen raspberries, top it with a little more red wine, and if you have any creme de cassis laying around because you bought some for last season, I know we had a couple of drinks with that weird blackberry liqueur or whatever it is. If you have some of that laying around, you can add a little bit of that in here to sweeten it up, and it makes for a very tasty wine cocktail. We always have at least one wine cocktail on the show. My frozen raspberries are starting to dissolve a little bit, but you can see them in there. They're in there. And that's one King Henry VIII in honor of that English monarch who really, really loved bowling and really, really loved brandy and red wine with raspberries in it. That's good. Cheers, folks. I hope you enjoy that one. I hope you got enough of these ingredients lying around. You can mix yourself up one of these. But if you're not of legal drinking age, I really hope you do not mix yourself up one of these. Fitz and Master G do not condone of underage drinking, so do not mix yourself up this alcoholic cocktail to enjoy with me on today's episode of the NES Happy Hour. Instead, we have a non-alcoholic variant that's just as fun to make and just as fun to drink and might taste good. I don't know. I looked at this recipe and I was thinking to myself, cranberry cola. Peculiar. We'll see. If any of you are mixing this up, let us know how it tastes, if it's any good. It's okay if you don't think it's any good. You can say so. Drop us a comment in the chat. Let us know what you think. But your drink we call the Martin Luther. Now, from history, Martin Luther was King Henry VIII's nemesis. I don't know if that's true, if he was like really a nemesis, but they butted heads a lot on the topic of religion over there in good old merry England. And he was, of course, the Protestant, and, they're not heavy drinkers there. So your drink is the Martin Luther, and it starts with 3 ounces of cranberry juice, 3 ounces of cola. You can also serve yours over frozen raspberries if you have some in the freezer, and top it off with a little more cola until you get it just the way you like it. Taste it a little bit, see how it feels. If you want, add some more cola in there and you'll be good to go. That is one Martin Luther non-alcoholic mocktail, which is fun for all ages and anybody can enjoy with us on the show. And of course, if you don't like either of these drinks, that's okay too. Grab your favorite snack, get yourself a drink and settle in, because we got a pretty good show and a pretty solid game and a pretty awesome bar trivia coming up in today's episode. Let's talk about these goals before we get to the manual. I want to let you know about our G Club. That is our paid channel membership. I have locked in that tier of membership for the low, low price of only 99 cents. So it's very cheap. It's very affordable. It's very accessible. If you love the show, if you want to join the G Club, you can unlock some special bonuses. We're trying to get 5 members. We have 2 so far. Once we get our 5th member, I'm going to give you 2 more special emotes you can use in the chat. Now, right now you have 4 emotes unlocked. Once we get to 5 members, I'll give you 2 more. You also get a loyalty badge. So you get a nice G Club loyalty badge next to your name in the chat. And it changes based on the month of the length of your membership. So if you've been a member for 1 month, it's a bronze badge. Then it goes to silver, then gold, then diamond, then platinum. Then I got a purple one for you 2-year members. Now, I don't know if Mitch Zerbrig is out there. Mitch was our first fan to join the G Club. And if I'm not mistaken, Mitch is very close to an upgrade, to becoming a silver member. So if you are out there, Mitch, props to you. I think later on in the week, we're going to get to see our first silver G Club member. But if you love the show, consider joining with a paid membership. It's only 99 cents a month. And once we get 5 members, we're going to set a new goal, and I'm going to set some new perks we can unlock. And all the members will get the same perks. So it's just a matter of accumulating more and more of your friends. Get them to join the G Club, and we can all unlock some very special features and things, for you dedicated, hardcore fans of the NES Happy Hour. We're also trying to get 10,000 subscribers. Now, subscribing is totally free. All you have to do is click the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, or right here in the lower right corner of your screen here, there should be a little subscribe now icon you can hover over. You click that, subscribing is totally free, so you can't really afford not to. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is pretty impressive. We want to get 10,000 by the end of the year, though, so we can unlock that t-shirt store, and I can start sharing all my cool t-shirt designs with you. I'm thinking about giving our members a discount, too. So, maybe if you're a 99-cent member, you'll get 99 cents off any t-shirts you buy in the store. So it pays for itself, So we got to get 10,000 subscribers, though, before they'll let us have the t-shirt store on the YouTube channel. So tell everyone you know, share our video links, tell them what they're missing out on. The greatest original programming in all of YouTube, a hidden gem, the NES Happy Hour on Retro Gaming Adventures with Master G. And then, of course, if you do want to just donate, all your donations are made through our website, fitzandmasterg.com. You can go there, you can donate. You can write a little message. It'll appear at the top of the screen. All your donations go into the game fund. Right now, we're trying to save up to buy a copy of Die Hard for the NES and the original Die Hard manual by the end of this year, so we can play it on our Christmas episode. And it's kind of a rare one. It's about $180. So we got a few donations. My birthday was a week or 2 ago, and I got some donations from my family and friends to the game fund. If you feel like donating, just be aware we will be spending all of your donations on games that we will play on the show. So it won't be money put to waste. All right, guys, let's take a look at that manual, shall we? There it is. It's a weird one. Like I said, I collect the original game manuals. I have this one here in my little case, and I've already scanned it into the computer, so I'm going to put it up on my screen, and we're going to take a look and see if there's any tips or tricks we need to know about controlling our gameplay here in Championship Bowling. So that's what we're going to do. For some reason, this is a weird vertical manual. I don't know. All the ROMstar manuals are like this. For all the ROMstar games, you flip the pages up vertically, so they don't fit well on the screen. But there it is, your Nintendo Seal of Quality. You got your table of contents, everything you need to know. A lot of text here. Left, right, up, down, a whole bunch of things about entering your name in there, it looks like, and then press start to begin the match. Great. How to play. Character appears at the bottom. Use left and right to position him. Press the A button to go to the next step. Then you have to trigger your hook indicator. That's the curve you throw on the ball, I guess. It starts swinging left to right. It goes whoop, 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 whoop. And you want to have the indicator point straight up if you want to throw the ball straight. And then if you stop it when it's to the left or right, I guess it hooks to the left or to the right, perhaps. Press the A button to trigger that. Then the power bar starts moving. The higher the power bar, when you stop it, the harder you'll throw the ball. Sometimes you want to throw lower power, though, to make your shot more effective. Press the A button to lock in that. After you do all 3 steps, position your character, stop your hook meter, stop your power meter, you throw the ball. And, you want to try to knock down as many pins as you can. You got 10 frames. At the end of the 10th frame, it displays your score sheet. Press the B button for the winner's ceremony. And then you can probably play some more, I guess. I don't know. So there it is. There's the lane. There's only one main track. You can't judge the lane until you're actually rolling the ball. You want to adjust your shot due to variations on the lanes, oil patterns, and the like. It's very complex. There's a lot of strategy in the game of bowling. Some of the lanes will hook more than others, so you got to figure it out. You got to feel it out. You got to adjust your shots for each try, each throw, and, try to read the lane. Character selection. You get to pick from 4 awesome characters. I love it. Who do we want to be today? They don't have names. They take whatever name you enter when you start the game. But you got old mustache guy here. Be careful, he's left-handed, flashing the peace sign. You got this guy, 2 fists up. He's excited. He's right-handed. He's got a mean hook. And then you got this guy. You got this guy over here. He looks strong. And then, of course, you have a female player because, girls play video games too, guys. You got to give them female characters. You can't just make all the characters male in all these games. It's discriminatory. She likes a lighter ball. Also discriminatory. And then you pick the weight of your bowling ball. So the pink ball is only 7 pounds. The purple ball is 9 pounds. Red is 11. Blue is 13. And green is 15 pounds. 5 different sizes, depending on your strength. And then a little bit of trivia built right into the manual. Did you know that bowlers palmed the ball until the 1880s? That's when they started drilling holes in the ball so you can grip them with your fingers. But they only had 2 fingers back in the 80s. Nowadays, all your real-life bowling balls have 3 fingers. 2 for your fingers, 1 for your thumb. The 3-fingered grip. Now you know. Scoring, I will not read all of this. I think I can explain how scoring works in bowling. If you knock down all 10 pins, you get a strike. Now, if you don't knock down all 10 pins, you get a second throw to try to clean up the rest of the pins that you didn't knock down on the first throw. And if you do that, that's called a spare. Now, when you get strikes and spares in a row, it multiplies your score from the previous frame. So that's how you rack up the big points. You want to string together spares and strikes. That's what you want to do in this game. And while you're bowling, you can check your score in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. So A is the player number, B is the frame number, C, I hope that makes sense when we fire up the game because it doesn't make much sense in the game manual here. And then some strategies. So use the pins to target your shot. Set the character in a position that brings the ball into the strike zone. More on that on the next page. Spot bowling. Aim at a close-in object to target your shot. Use the arrows on the lane for targeting. Line bowling. You can. This is the most common method. Use the boards and the pins to target your shot. And that's located on the right corner of the screen. Now, perfect strike, you want your ball to come in at an angle. You don't want to hit the pin in the middle head on because you're likely to go straight through and then you'll leave 2 pins on the outside, and those are impossible to get on your second shot. So you want to come in at an angle on that middle pin, and that's the best effective method for getting strikes in the game of bowling. And then, of course, some history of bowling. Allow me to give you a brief history lesson on bowling. Historians believe that the game of bowling dates back to the age of the caveman. They think that they may have thrown rocks or pebbles to knock over other rocks or pebbles. However, the first real evidence of bowling was found in Egyptian tombs. That's true. In 1939, 1939 BC, I assume. 9 stone pins, several small stone balls. Oh, no, this is when they discovered it. The year of 1939, 9 stone pins, several small stone balls, and 3 pieces of marble were found in a large gravesite where a child had been buried in about 5200 BC. Thus, it was proven that the game of bowling dates back over 7,000 years. During the times of Julius Caesar, people in the Alpine region of Italy played a game based on the same principles as bocce, the Italian form of bowling. Bowling also had Germanic roots. Sometimes you hear someone call bowling kegling. I've never heard anyone call bowling kegling or a bowler a kegler, but a kegel in German is a club-like weapon. Kegels were part of an early church ritual where round stones were rolled to knock over the kegel. If someone knocked over the kegel, his life was deemed to be clean. Over time, the ritual was no longer used in the churches, and bowling became a form of entertainment. Even Martin Luther, cheers, was known to bowl for pleasure. He had a lane built so his children could play. Dutch settlers brought bowling to America as early as the 1600s. These early settlers introduced a 9-pin version of bowling into the developing American culture. Abraham Lincoln was the first prominent American known to bowl. The 9-pin version became quite a fad. Lawmakers outlawed it because it also became a popular gambling game. A 10th pin was added, and not only did we legalize bowling, it changed the future of the sport. In 1985, the American Bowling Congress, the ABC, was formed. It was founded to establish the rules, the scoring criteria, and to set equipment standards. The sport of bowling has a rich and colorful history. It has integrated itself and become a permanent part of the American lifestyle. We love bowling here. True story. Master G was a big fan of bowling. And I know you're not going to believe me when I say this, but at one point in my life, I could roll a 200 score almost every time. I had that hook mastered. I could throw a clean ball. I could rack up strikes left and right. I started bowling when I was like 6 years old in a Saturday morning league. My mom would take me down to the bowling lanes. After I woke up, I would wake up. I would watch some cartoons, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I would play a little Super Mario on my Nintendo, and then I would go off to the bowling alley to compete in my bowling league as a little 6-year-old. So I learned how to bowl when I was quite young, and I bowled most of my life for fun, and I love the game of bowling. So we'll see how this Nintendo game stacks up to the real thing. But that's about all we're going to get for the manual. We got some compliance, some limited warranty, a bunch of blank pages for some inexplicable reason, and the back cover. So there you are, folks. That is Championship Bowling. You guys ready to play? Should we fire it up? Should we get started? All right, let's do it. Let's cue it up. If you G Club members are out there, now's the time to spam your blowing it emote there in the chat. Because as you know, we play original cartridges and original hardware. So sometimes the games are a bit glitchy. Let's see if we can get it fired up on the first try. Oh, we did. We did. A little feedback, though. I better mute that. There we go. So it's got some good tunes. There's some weird penguin running around up there. That's interesting. And a rabbit. All right. Let me get my controller and let's get started, shall we? See if this game's any good. All right. How many players? One. Lane number 4, 3, 2, 5. I don't know what lane. Let's just do lane number 1. All right, who do we want to be? Do we want to be this guy or this guy? The girl or this guy? This guy's pretty strong. I'm going to be the strong man cuz I want to crush the pins. I want to get a lot of strikes. So that's what we'll do. How do I put my name in? Okay. I'm just going to be G. Since I only get 3 initials, we're just going to be G. No. I don't want to... Oh, okay, fine. GXX. Ooh, yeah, he's the strong man, so we're going to use the heaviest ball, the 15-pounder, the green ball. Boom. Here we go, folks. Here we go. There he is, giving the fans a wave. All right. Now, I've never played this game before, so I don't actually know how to control things. But I'm going to try to throw like a nice curve on it and see if I can figure it out. Alright, I think I want it to be on the left, because I want it to go that way. I don't know. Maybe not. Alright, we'll see. I'll stop it right there, and then... Powerful. Strike. Strike on my first try. I'm a pro. Look at him jumping. Oh my god, I'm killing it. I'm killing it. Alright. I don't know how to like curve it though, because that ball didn't curve at all. Did it? Like, not at all. I guess I curved a little bit. Maybe I have to throw it slower. Like, maybe that's my problem. I'm throwing it too fast. Whoops. Oh, come on! I didn't pick up the spare. Ah. Okay. All right, we'll throw it a little slower and see if we can curve it in there. How about that? How about that? How about we do like a little hook? Oh no, that's too slow. Oh no, that's trouble. I threw it pretty slow. Oh no! Oh no! That's a gutter ball, folks. That's a gutter ball right there. That was not my finest moment. But at least we figured out how to curve it. We were just throwing it too slow. That might be good. No, I think that might be too slow too. Alright. We're still learning. We're still learning, guys. Give me a break. We're still learning the right combination of hook and speed and power. So let's stand like right here. Let's keep that hook on, and let's go a little stronger. That's good. That's a strike. That's a strike if I ever saw one. Ah, almost. It's almost a strike. Maybe I should just throw it as hard as I can. Maybe that's the better strategy. Just go hard. Just throw it real hard. Yep. Picking that up. That's a good spare. Count it. Can I see what my score is if I push start or select? No. Oh, I can't see what my score... Oh, there it is. Alright, so see how I got a strike in the first, and then it multiplied. So I got a score of 32, and then I'm building off a spare in the fourth frame. Okay. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? I'm just gonna throw it hard. I'm gonna throw it hard. Let's get that strike. Oh no, a split! Oh. See what I mean? Like, it's risky. It's risky to throw it in the middle. You definitely want to try to curve it in there to avoid those tough splits. I don't know. I mean, I'll get one of them. I picked it up! I picked up a split! Oh! Master G! Killing it today. Oh no, that's too slow. Another gutter ball, guys. Another gutter ball. That's alright. Oh. If I could have thrown that on my first throw. Okay, we really got to figure out how to do the curve. Because I think that's an important part here. Is that good? That felt like a good strike. That's got to be a strike. Almost. Almost. Oh, what's our score? Oh, I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Ooh, 68. 68. I'm a much better bowler in real life compared to this game. Ooh, another spare. I'm getting spares. I just haven't gotten a strike since my first throw. I need to figure out how I did that. I'm gonna curve this one in. I'm gonna curve it in. Ready? Curve it in. Just didn't. It curved too late. I can't get it right. I'm struggling. All right, let's curve it the other way. Uh-oh, got a little glitchy there. Are we gonna be able to finish it? Oh, I hope the game doesn't glitch out. Guys, it's glitching out on us. Nobody breathe. Nobody breathe. Let's just try to finish this one, shall we? Let's just try to finish it. And then I'll jiggle around the cartridge and see if we can get it to fix itself. I'm gonna mess with it. I'm gonna mess with it in a minute. Is that it? No, this is the 10th frame. One more frame and then I'll fix it. We'll see what our score is, because we can still read it at least. This is hard. I don't know how I got that strike on my first throw. I can't figure it out. I can't figure out how I did it. Got a spare, get one more throw in the 10th frame. You get a bonus throw if you get a spare or a strike. Okay, what was my score? 119. Remember that. 119 was my score. Alright, I gotta jiggle this cartridge around, see if I can fix it. There we go. It's that old school hardware. Okay, 119's not bad, guys. 119's not bad, but I think we can beat that. I think we can beat that score. I think we got it. I think we got it. Not the best score. Let's try a different lane, maybe. Maybe we can try a different lane. Lane number 4? Sure. Alright, let's be a different character too. Let's be this guy. I don't want to put my name in. Maybe, yeah, use the heavy ball. Carlos, good to see you in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. We got some new viewers joining us today for a little championship bowling on the NES. Got some fun cocktail recipes for you. And once we're done, we're going to have an awesome bar trivia challenge at the end of this show. So, our live viewers, you should stick around. You get to participate. It's a lot of fun. Alright, here we go. Oh man, I can't even see that. Can you even see his strength bar? Oh, brutal. That was full strength. That's a strike. That's a strike. Yeah! I throw big strikes. I throw big strikes on the first frame. Let's see if we can get 2 in a row. Does anybody out there know what it's called if you get 3 strikes in a row? There's a name for it. A little nickname. Ooh! Almost. Almost. Yeah, we're going to have some good bowling trivia at the end of today's episode, so if you guys are big fans of bowling, you're definitely going to go 5 for 5. Otherwise, you're going to have trouble. It's a hard one. Got a spare. I think I picked that one up. No problem. No problem. Alright, here we go. So far, so good. So far, so good here. Strike! That's a strike. That's a strike. Oh, split. Oh, no! Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Maybe I can pick it up. Nope. Man, that really kills my momentum. You know, I had a good run going. Now I don't know. Now I'm doubting myself. Oh, another split. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, I can't catch a break here. Oh, I thought I had it. Brutal. Brutal. Okay, okay, okay. Let's focus here. Let's focus. Get your head in the game, Master G. Oh, almost had a strike there. I gotta throw it harder. I'm not throwing it hard enough. I gotta get the timing down. That's a spare. That's pretty good. Alright, here we go. Let's go here. You guys can't even see that power meter. I can barely see it. Oh god, another split! Man, I'm doing bad this game. Doing real bad. Alright. I don't know, what do you think? Think I got a chance? Oh, he picked it up! Look at that! Count it. Count it. Come on, give me that strike. I always throw a strike in the first frame and I can never repeat it again. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Oh, full power. That's a spare. Pick that one up. Alright, what was our high score last game? It was 119. What is it now? 91. Oh yeah, we're gonna beat that high score. For sure we are. For sure we are. Uh-oh. I didn't throw that one very hard. Oh, still got 9. Still got 9 out of 10 pins. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. We'll take it. We'll take it. Another spare. Nailed it. Nailed it. That felt like a strike. That's got to be a strike. Another split. Another split. That's just unlucky. I thought that was a good throw. I really did. I thought that was a good throw. I picked this up once before. I can make this one. Get it. Get it. Yes. God, I'm good at that. Now if I could just figure out how to throw a strike. Maybe I need to mix it up. Maybe I need to stand on the other side. Curve it the other way. Same thing. This is our last frame. This is our last couple throws here. I got one more throw after this because I definitely made that. Yep, definitely made that. 7-pin. Alright, let's see if we can finish strong with another big strike. Shall we? Let's just go straight. Let's go straight down the middle. What was my... 166, guys. 166. New high score for Master G. 166. I think I can get 200, though. I think I can. I think I got a 200 game in me. I do. I think I do. That's about it for this game. You just pick different characters, different lanes. But you can play 4-player if you do have some friends and an adapter for your Nintendo. I unfortunately do not. So, just 1 player today. Alright. For the ladies in the crowd, this time I'm going to play as this girl. Alright. Can I get a 200 game with her? Let's see. I don't know. I think I'm going to stand like right here. I think I'm going to hook it a little bit. Come on, strike. Big strike, big strike. Almost. Almost, almost. There you go. Oh, come on. It was so close. It was so close. All right. Focus, focus, focus. That's got to be a strike. Split. I threw it too hard. I feel like when you throw it too hard, it has bad results, you know? Ooh! Nailed it. She's good. She's good. We got this. We got this. All right, let's try to throw a curve. Let's try to curve it in there, shall we? What do you think? Think that'll get there? Uh-oh. I think that's a gutter ball. It's not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Could have been worse. Easy peasy. Easy pickup. I don't even need to look. No look. No look. Alright, how are we doing? Let's look at our scorecard here. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We're tracking well. That feels like that could be a strike. Or another big split. I need more power. She doesn't have the power I need. You know? That's pretty good though. That should be a... Oh, come on. Let's try from this side. Maybe it's better from this side. Come on, get it. Get that strike. Oh, so close. We were so close. Easy peasy, folks. Easy peasy. Alright. Here we go. Come on. That's a strike. That's a strike if I ever saw one. Close. It's close. It's almost a strike. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. No strikes in this game, but I think we got a pretty good score. I think we got a pretty good score so far. We're at 72. I can't throw a strike with her. I can't. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm getting tons of spares, though. Tons of spares. No trouble with the spares. I'm picking them up left and right. Just can't throw a strike. Can't throw a strike. Can't get all 10. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Oh, there it was. All right, let's do that again. Do exactly that. Oh, look at her dancing. Look at her dancing. Yay. All right. Let's do that again. Exactly what we did last time. Another strike? Another strike. 2 in a row. You guys didn't tell me. What do they call it when you get... Oh! They got like cheerleaders out there for me. Alright, let's do it one more time. One more time. See if we can repeat that. One more time. Three strikes! 3 strikes in a row! Oh man, now we're cooking. This is our high score for sure. We're killing it. Cell knows turkey. 3 strikes in a row is called a turkey. Good job, good job. That's not one of our trivia questions, but we will have a similar trivia question. Oh no. I didn't throw that fast enough. Oh, almost got it. Almost picked it up though. That's alright. That's alright. I think we got a high score. Our previous high score was 166. It was 166. Did we beat the high score of 160? Oh. 188. Booyah! It's still not a 200 game though. It's still not a 200 game. Do you guys want to play one more or you want to get to bar trivia? What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. Should we go for 200? We got one more character we need to play that we haven't played yet. The lefty. We haven't played the lefty. I think we should play the lefty. This guy. He's the only character we haven't used yet. We're going to tear through it. We're going to do one more game, see if we can get 200. and then we'll do our bar trivia. Sound good? Good. Oh, starting off strong. Big strike, big strike, big strike. Look at him jumping. He's a maniac. He's a maniac. Ooh, tough break there. Tough break with the splits. Tough break. That's all right. We'll pick it up. We'll pick it up. We got this. Ooh, I hooked that one the wrong way. That's no good. Ah, that's no good. That's gonna kill our momentum. We need to get strikes in a row if we're gonna get a 200 game. We really do. We gotta get it. We gotta get them all in a row. Or at least pick up those spares. We gotta get spares. No more splits. No more Splitsville. No more Splitsville. Here we go. Here we go. That looks like the winner. Yeah, I definitely got that. No doubt about it. Alright, more of those. More strikes, more spares. That's what we need. That's what we need. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Split! Another split. Well, I got my high score with the female player. She was definitely the best. Bowling is a finesse sport. A finesse sport. It's not all about power. A little finesse too. I don't think we're gonna get a 200 unless we get some serious strikes. We need to get some serious strikes here. Serious strikes. Alright, that's one. That's a good start. Let's repeat that. Let's see how many of those we can string together. It's our only chance. We're going to have to get some strikes in a row. Get those multipliers going. Ha! Can't catch a break. I thought that was a good throw. I did. I thought that was a good one. Thought I had that one. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't know though. I don't think we have enough. I don't think we have enough throws left. I don't think we do. Real life examples. Good to see you in the chat. We got some new faces joining us today. Thanks for tuning in. We're just about done with our gameplay segment. After this game, we're going to get to our bar trivia challenge. You live viewers, you get to play along. It's a lot of fun. Test your knowledge of bowling for today's bar trivia challenge. Strike! That's a strike if I ever threw one. Booyah! Was that 2 in a row? Oh, that was 2 in a row. Let's get the turkey. Let's get that turkey, folks. We gotta get the turkey now. I don't know, right? Like right there, maybe? 3 in a row. That's a strike. Oh, come on! Unlucky. I needed that strike, I think. I don't think I'm gonna beat the high score. Easy peasy, though. Easy peasy spare. Alright, this is our last frame. I don't even know if it's possible to get a 200 game. I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it is. I think the best we can score here is a 192. If we get 3 strikes, we'll have a 192. That'll be our score. Well, we gotta get 3 strikes. I think the lady wins. We played all 4 characters. She got the high score. She's the best bowler. What can I say? All the ladies out there, fans of the show, bowling, it's your sport. Too much power is a bad thing. These guys just chuck it. Oh, ugly. 178 though. That's not a bad score. That's not a bad score. That's a good finish. Good strong finish. We played 3 games. We got a high score of 188. That ain't bad. That was championship bowling on the NES, folks. That's it. That was the championship bowling game. We played it. We shared the manual. We had some fun cocktail recipes. I hope you enjoyed the game. I mean, it's a cheap one you can add to your collection if you like bowling. It's definitely better in 4-player mode. One of the very few games on the Nintendo with 4-player support. So if you like that, if you got 4 friends you like to play Nintendo games with, you should pick yourself up a copy of that game. But you saw pretty much all there was to it. There aren't any game modes or franchise modes or tournament modes. It's just single games. You pick a lane, you pick a character, you play, you go for the high score. It doesn't mean it's not fun. But that's all we're going to do for the gameplay segment. You know what that means. You guys know it's time for the Bar Trivia Challenge. Championship Bowling Edition here on the NES Happy Hour. I'm not going to lie. I think this Bar Trivia Challenge is one of my strongest bar trivias for Season 6. I think you're going to love all 5 questions. If you've never tuned in live before, this is the segment of the show where our live viewers get to participate at home. From here on out, I'm going to ask you 5 questions. They'll all be multiple choice, A, B, C, or D. But from now on, your chats are going to appear on the live feed right above me. So shout out your answers, A, B, C, or D. We'll see if any of you can go 5 for 5. See how much you guys know about the game of bowling. Are you guys ready to play? You guys ready? You ready for me to cue it up? Let me know if you're playing. I'll make sure I give you enough time to answer. Question number 1, your warm-up question. In the game of bowling, a perfect score is 300 points, and it requires the bowler to make how many strikes for a perfect score? Looks like we got Cell here playing. I don't see Mitch. I haven't heard from Mitch today. I don't know if he's going to be tuning in for chat. Maybe he'll give us his answers a little bit later. But we do have some new viewers. I don't know, Adrian, if you're still out there. Carlos, good to have you. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Bar trivia is all good fun here. Real life examples, we didn't get to talk too much, but if you're still out there, let's play some bar trivia, shall we? Here are your choices. A, 10 strikes. B, 11 strikes. C, 12 strikes. Or D, 13 strikes. How many strikes do you have to throw to get a perfect score in the game of bowling? I'll put 10 seconds on the clock. Let's hear your guesses in the chat. Shout them out. What do you got? I know the answer. I told you guys at the beginning of the show, I played a lot of bowling in my life. Adrian's going with C, 12 strikes. Cell is going with A, 10 strikes. Anybody else care to venture a guess? I know you're out there. It's okay if you want to lurk. That's fine. But Cell, Adrian, Carlos. Oh, good to see Carlos. Carlos is going B, 11. We got a bunch of guesses. Okay, I'm going to reveal the answer. The correct answer is C, 12 strikes. You are right, Cell. There are 10 frames in the game of bowling. But on the 10th frame, if you get a strike, you get to go again. And if you get another strike in the 10th frame, you get a third bonus throw. And if you get a third strike, you score 300, a perfect game, meaning you have thrown 12 strikes in a row. Good guess for Carlos, 11. Good guess for Cell, 10. But Adrian's got the right answer with C, 12 strikes. Congratulations. Okay, off to a good start. That was your warm-up question. They're going to get more interesting and more hilarious as we go. You will learn something after today's show. I promise you that. Let's go to question number 2. Question number 2 is this. Which of the following famous English monarchs was bowling's #1 fan, loving it so much that he banned the lower class from enjoying the game? This English king was such a fan of the game of bowling, he did not want any of the peasants to enjoy the sport. He actually banned it from the lower class, forbid them from playing bowling. Bowling was his game. Are we talking about A, Richard I, Lionheart, B, William I, the Conqueror, C, Henry VIII, or D, George III? Now, Richard and William were very old school. They were like back in the year 1000. They were some of the first kings of England. Henry VIII, I think, was around the 1400s, 1500s time frame. And George III was right around the late 1700s. Which one of them was bowling's #1 fan, loving it so much that he banned it from the lower class? So no peasant, only royalty could play bowling. You have 10 seconds. Adrian's going with C. Carlos is going with D. I will give you a little clue. I've got all your guesses, so good job. But your clue is this. I revealed the answer earlier in the show. The correct answer is C, Henry VIII. Now, it's okay if you didn't know this one because it's a hard question. But in honor of Henry VIII, who was bowling's #1 fan, our alcoholic cocktail for today's episode, which we start the show with, so you got to tune in early to hear about our cocktail recipes. We named it the Henry VIII in honor of the King Henry VIII, who was bowling's #1 fan. It is a little bit of brandy, some red wine, frozen strawberries. Yes, that's how you make a Henry VIII, an original cocktail recipe we designed for today's show. So it looks like we got some good competition going today. I think Adrian, you're 2 for 2 so far. Sel, Carlos, that's okay. You're being good sports. I have confidence that you are going to get this next question right. Question number 3 is this. How many fans of Simpsons cartoons do we have in the audience today? Your third question is, what was the name of Homer Simpson's bowling team in the Simpsons animated series? Very popular cartoon here in the States. Now, I know we have a big global audience, and I know some of you folks over there in Europe and Asia, I know you tune in, and you might not have ever heard of The Simpsons, but it's a cartoon that aired in the United States starting in like 1986 or 89. It has been a cartoon that has been on in the US for like over 30 years. And Homer Simpson is the main character, and he is on a bowling team. And I want you to tell me, what is the name of Homer Simpson's bowling team in that animated series? Do they call themselves A, the Holy Rollers, B, the Pin Pals, C, the Ball Busters, or D, the Lucky Strikes? Those are 4 pretty fantastic names for a bowling team. Very good puns. I love each and every one of them, but only one of them is the name of Homer Simpson's bowling team in the Simpsons animated series. Which one is it? I'll start the clock now. Let's hear those guesses. Guessing is encouraged. Carlos going B, Pin Pals. Strong guess. Sel, you're going C, Ball Busters. That might be my favorite. That might be my favorite guess. I got to give Adrian a chance to answer. Adrian's 2 for 2 so far. Adrian's guess is going to be B, Pin Pals as well. So we got 2 for Pin Pals, 1 for Ball Busters. The correct answer is B, Pin Pals, a riff on Pen Pals instead of Pen Pals, Pin Pals, because of bowling pins. Now, the Holy Rollers is the name of their nemesis in the show. Ned Flanders' bowling team, he's a character on the show. They call themselves the Holy Rollers. And they're always in competition, the Pin Pals versus the Holy Rollers. Ball Busters, Lucky Strikes, those are not names of bowling teams from The Simpsons, but they are very good bowling names. So if any of you start a bowling team, which I strongly encourage you do, because bowling's very fun to do. It's a very fun hobby, a very fun game, a very fun sport to play with friends. You do get to pick a bowling team name, and I would strongly encourage you to choose one of these. Perhaps the Ball Busters or the Lucky Strikes. Ah, you do have it down there in Mexico. Good to hear, Carlos. So you're familiar. You know all about the Pin Pals. Excellent, excellent. All right, guys, that's 3 questions up. You ready for question number 4? Now, those of you who watch the show, you know question number 4 is usually the hardest one. I try to start with the easier ones and end with the hardest ones, and I always save my favorite one for last. So that means question number 4 is usually the hardest. It's this. Pop culture question for you guys out there. I wonder if any of you have watched this movie. Here's the question. In the cult classic Coen Brothers film, The film is called The Big Lebowski. The Dude Abides. He is also responsible for popularizing which of the following drinks in bowling alleys across the globe? Your choices are A, the White Russian, B, the Gin and Juice, C, the Mojito, or D, the Whiskey Sour. And if you need a clue, there's a very popular cult classic film. It's called The Big Lebowski. It stars the dude. And in this film, there's a lot of bowling and his bowling team and his bowling buddies. And every time he goes to the bowling alley and every time he goes home, he mixes himself up one of these cocktails. The film became so popular that every single bowling alley, I bet, in America will serve this drink because of The Big Lebowski and because it's what the dude drinks in The Big Lebowski. Those are your clues. That's all I'm going to give you. Carlos has a guess of A, the White Russian. We're out of time. We got a couple more guesses coming in. Adrian's going with A. Sel? Going with the crowd. Have you seen this movie? If you haven't seen this movie, it's a good one. It's fun. It's iconic. It's part of pop culture. You definitely should check it out. We got 3 guesses for A, and you are all correct. The White Russian. It's like a milk or cream and vodka drink, the White Russian. The Gin and Juice, I think, of course, was popularized, if I'm not mistaken, by D.O.G. himself, Snoop Dogg. I'm not sure if anybody made the Mojito popular in movies, but on this list, I think the Mojito is my favorite. I don't like mixing the cream and the milk with alcohol. Those drinks always weird me out. I'm a Mojito man myself. I don't know. Anybody else out there a fan of mojitos? I mean, I'll admit, when I go to a bowling alley these days and go bowling with my friends, I do not order a mojito. I start myself off with one White Russian. And when I get that White Russian, I say, the dude abides. Cheers. If you haven't seen the movie, you won't get that reference. But you should watch The Big Lebowski. It's a fun little movie, a dark, comedic crime thriller all about bowling. It's not really about bowling, but a lot of it takes place in a bowling alley. I strongly recommend it. All right, guys, there's one more question left. Are you guys ready for question number 5? It's my favorite one. We talked about what do they call 3 strikes in a row? And, of course, Sal let us know what the answer was, and you are correct. 3 strikes in a row is referred to as a turkey. I have no idea why. But if you bowl 3 strikes in a row, everybody shouts, turkey! And that's what it's called. But the 5th question in our bar trivia challenge is this. What do they call 4 strikes in a row? If you get 4 strikes in a row in bowling, is it called A, a cattle prod, B, a ham bone, C, the stuffing, or D, a peacock? Does anybody know the answer? I know the answer. I've been bowling all my life ever since I was 6 years old in a league that my mom drove me to when I was just a child. I know what 4 strikes in a row is called. Do you? 10 seconds. What do you think it's called? Carlos going D, the peacock. Peacock! Adrian's going D as well. Sel is going C, the stuffing. So you get a turkey, and then you get the stuffing. Those are both fantastic guesses and kind of what I wish it was. But believe it or not, the correct answer is B, a ham bone. Don't know why. Don't have the slightest idea why. But it is a true story. Google it. 4 strikes in a row is called a ham bone, and that's what you shout when you get 4 strikes in a row. Now, your obvious question is probably, well, what do you call it when you get 5 strikes in a row? I don't think they have nicknames for anything else. I've been bowling for 30 years of my life, and I've only heard nicknames for 3 strikes in a row, the turkey, and 4 strikes in a row, the ham bone. I don't think there's any other nicknames for 5, 6, 7, 8 strikes in a row. But believe it or not, 4 strikes in a row is called a ham bone. I have no idea why. That's it. 5 up, 5 down. Congratulations. You all did very well, and thank you for playing. Especially you, Carlos. I think this might have been your first time. We enjoyed having you. I hope you come back for more. As you can see, we got a great group here, and these are just some of the fans that tune in every day. We're missing a few regulars today. I wonder what's up. I hope everyone's well. But I do appreciate you for tuning in, Cell, just in time for trivia. And, of course, Adrian playing the whole day. One of our newest and greatest fans, Adrian. And I hope you guys all welcome Carlos to the crowd as well. Carlos, good to have you. Thanks for playing. And, that's going to do it. So I think we should give you a round of applause. Cheers! It was a fun game. It was a fun episode. It's a simple game. But I had fun playing it. I had fun with the drink. It's a little too stiff for my taste. I didn't really drink too much of it. I'm not really in the mood to drink like a full glass of wine right now. I have to drink the alcoholic cocktail on the show because it's part of the happy hour, but sometimes I don't finish it, and I think today is going to be one of those days. I'm just not in the mood. I probably should have mixed up the non-alcoholic version. You guys are great. Carlos, I'm glad you love video games. We play nothing but retro video games out on this channel, Retro Gaming Adventures with Master G. I hope you consider subscribing, and I hope you tell all your friends. And if any of you, not live viewers, are watching this video after the fact, we have tons of great content. We got the NES Happy Hour. That is, of course, our flagship programming, but we also do a Mystery Box Madness show. And that features a mystery box full of video games that we receive from a service called VideoGamesMonthly.com every month. I have no idea what's going to be in the box. We open it up. It's full of retro games. You get to keep them. And I do a big unboxing special, and then we play all the games for live streams. So if you really like old video games, you see a lot of different types of old video games in that series. And then we have our PC Pandemonium series as well, where we play through old computer games, not console games like we do on the other shows. But PC Pandemonium's a lot of fun. I'm starting to think of what game we're going to play next after Season 6 wraps up. We're going to be back tomorrow for another great episode of the NES Happy Hour, and we're going to be back on Friday as well, and then next week will be our last week for Season 6. So you're not going to want to miss all of the fun. We've got 7 more episodes left. Tomorrow's episode, we're going to play a fun platformer, a game that I rented a lot when I was a little kid, a game called Tiny Toon Adventures. Any of you guys remember the Tiny Toons or the Looney Tunes? This is the NES game that came out around 1991, along with the Tiny Toons cartoon series, and it's a very well-made game. It's very well put together. It came out really late in the Nintendo's life cycle, so they knew what they were doing by then. It's polished. It feels great to play. It's fun. It's challenging. It's very neat. So you're not going to want to miss that episode tomorrow. We're going to be streaming, I believe, at 5 p.m. Eastern with another great episode. We'll have 2 more fantastic cocktail recipes, 1 alcoholic, 1 non-alcoholic. We're going to take a look at the manual. We're going to play the game. And of course, we're going to have another bar trivia challenge. So don't miss out on all the fun. And if you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button. Subscribing on YouTube is completely free. You can just click the word subscribe, or you can see that little icon in the lower right corner of the video. Click on that. Subscribe now. It's totally free. If you stuck around for this long, you got to become a subscriber. You got to join this awesome live crowd, all these cool people who tune in and engage with me live on the show. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in today, and I hope to see you. I hope to see you tomorrow. We'll see you then. Have a good night, everyone.